Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This feels really weird for me. I'm not very good at like talking to my phone, not on my own, but I'm gonna start my channel with my little 5-month-old baby. Well, she's 5 months in 3 days. It's gone so quickly. But yeah, so this is my Amoura's channel. So yeah, welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna be talking about the birth of my beautiful baby girl, my 9'4" baby girl, can I just say. She's actually, yeah, like I said, 5 months in like 3 days, and she's already in 9 to 12 month clothes. Like, I didn't think that was a thing. Like, I remember when I was pregnant, I was looking at like Christmas outfits already, like getting them in the sale, because I thought, you know what, they're so cute. And I got like 9 to 12 months because that's how old she was meant to be, and they're not going to fit her. They're not going to fit you because you're big chunks. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about my birth story, and I'm actually going to insert my labour, my pushing out the baby. Don't worry, it's gonna be like blurred out, and I'm just so proud of it, so I don't mind people seeing it. No, I don't mind. But yeah, so I'll insert like little clips during the video. But yeah, let's get started. My due date, I was 40 weeks on Sunday the 29th of January. I was about to say April then. No, you were born the 1st. But yeah, so I was meant to be having a midwife appointment on my due date, but my midwife didn't actually turn up. She was having like family issues, like with having her child was poorly, so she couldn't come round. So I had an appointment at the actual hospital because I was already having reduced movements. I was a bit worried about her, and also I was meant to have the membrane sweep, which is like, it kind of puts you into labour, like, well, it doesn't put you into labour, it's meant to like help your cervix open, and I don't really know, if I'm honest, I'm not too sure. But yeah, so I went into hospital. They checked at Bubba's movements and heart rate and everything, and an actual doctor, they did a membrane sweep. Sorry, it's quite loud. They did a membrane sweep, and the doctor, oh, are you going to tell them? Yeah? Are you going to tell them? Are you going to tell them? A doctor came in and said, we're actually going to induce you tomorrow because you're having reduced movements as it is, and you're 40 weeks now, so you're full term. And I'm actually give her to my mum and come back. Come then. So I. Are you okay? Are you okay? Okay, so I am back without the baby and I can actually talk now. So I went in to hospital. Basically they did a membrane sweep, they did checks on baby, and because I was having reduced movements, they said, we're going to induce you tomorrow, you're full term. And yeah, there was really no need to keep her anymore, and especially with the reduced movements, it's just, yeah, they worry about that. So I was getting induced the next day on Monday the 30th of January, and I went in at 11 AM with my boyfriend. We took all our bags because we weren't meant to be leaving now until Bubba was here, but well, I wasn't. He was meant to leave at 11 PM. Like, the hours are, I think, 7 AM to 11 PM. They have to go between 11 and 7. And at 2 PM, so 3 hours later, I had the pessary inserted, which is like, it's kind of like a tampon, and it's full of like hormones, and it like kind of, yeah, try to say again, check you into labour, and it can take up to 24 hours to 48 hours to even work. Like, sometimes it can take that long to even do anything. But I actually was getting contractions 4 hours later, but also when it was inserted, I was already 1 to 2 centimetres dilated, so I think my body was gradually going into labour anyways, was like ready to get my chunky monkey out. But yeah, so literally within that space of 4 hours, me and my boyfriend will just walk around the hospital. Went for a walk around this like lake to try and get her out, because going up and downstairs, apparently it's meant to like, help get the bubba out. But yeah, and we were on this walk, and I was like, oh my god, like, I feel like I got really bad period pains. It was like, I don't know, like really bad, like lower belly to the bottom of my back, and I was like, oh, ow. And I started getting them every 5 minutes, like even a bit longer. It was, yeah, they were very like, they weren't frequent, they weren't like close apart, they were very just like, yeah, coming and going when they wanted. So we went back to labour ward, this like ward with 3 other women, and I was like, I think I'm actually going to labour. I was like, I think I'm getting contractions, and I was like, oh, this is easy, like, yeah, they hurt a bit. And I was like, but they're not that bad. I was like, they're actually not that bad. God, was I wrong? They were like early contractions, they weren't even contractions. So I was bouncing on my ball, put my little TENS machine on, and then literally it all turned. Like, out of nowhere. So it was like 7 p.m. I started getting little ones. By 9, the pain, it just switched. I was like, I'm in agony, like it's so bad. I was actually crying. I was like, I think I'm in labour. And one of the ladies came round, I think she's a midwife, or it's either a midwife or nurse, and she was like, right, we're gonna run you a warm bath, like sit in there, like yeah, you'll be fine. Oh, that bath was the worst bath of my life. I was there like literally, I've got videos which I don't know if I'm going to insert this one because yeah, it's a lot to crop out, but I was literally, yeah, I'm going to insert it, why not? Oh. And yeah, as you can see, I was like just in so much pain, and I went back into the room like dried and whatever, and I was literally crying. I was like,
it's alright, babe.
No one's helping me, like I'm in labour. And it got to 11 p.m. and that's when my boyfriend was meant to leave, and I was like, you're not leaving me, I'm going to give birth to our baby, you're not going to be here. And he called my mum and was like, you need to come up, like Bella's in labour, like no one's listening to her, like because I was telling the midwives and they weren't really doing anything. Then I literally walked out the ward, and I was like, take me home, no one's helping me, just take me home, I'll do it on my own. And then my mum was like, right, let's go get someone. And then they examined me, and I was in labour 4 centimetres. I was 4 centimetres, and they're like, right, we'll get you in the gas and air, we're going to take the pessary out and get you into into the actual like birth room as soon as one's available. And do you know what? I do not remember from the minute I went in that gas and air to when I got in that room. All I know is I was on this wheelchair, wheeled in there by someone, like wheeled through like 3 wards. There's only like, is it 2 wards over? But yeah, wheeling me through, and I just remember saying like, I'm so sorry you're wheeling me, I'm so heavy. And she's like, don't worry, like, she was really lovely. And that's when it all began. That's when the actual labour journey began. So I got into my birthing room at around 12 a.m. in the morning now. So I've been awake since 6 a.m. and it's now 12 at midnight the next day. And I was in full-blown labour, like contractions coming like every 2 minutes. Like it was like back-to-back contractions, they just kept coming. And I thought, oh, she's gonna be here soon, like she's gonna be here soon. I was wrong. She came at 1:52 p.m. that day, so 13 hours and 52 minutes later. So I was in labour, and I've been awake, I hadn't been asleep since the morning before. And yeah, all I remember was just I was on this gas and air. That's all I had for literally the whole time. Up until 6 a.m. so some gas and air, like trying to like keep myself awake, or no, trying to fall asleep, but I couldn't. And then I was like, I need to go to sleep, but I'm so tired, how far am I? And my waters hadn't even gone, my waters hadn't even popped. And mum was like, can you just pop our waters, like pop them? And I was like, obviously get the baby out. And they're like, no, we're just gonna wait, like we'll wait, she's doing it all so well on her own. And then literally like hours later they popped my waters, and yeah, it was around, I don't even know times, I can't even tell you times. So they put my waters, I think it was around 6 a.m. Yeah, it was around 6 a.m. they put my waters. So 6 hours later, because I was only like I was only like 6 centimetres. I'd only progressed like 2 centimetres in 6 hours. And then yeah, they put my waters and it started going a bit faster. And I actually got the epidural because I was just so tired, I wanted to go to sleep. And I was so adamant I didn't want the epidural. My whole pregnancy I was like, I do not want the epidural. But in that moment I was like, I need it, everyone was telling me to get me to sleep. And do you know what, then my midwife that I had with me, she actually told me not to have it. She was like, she's doing so well on her own, she doesn't need it. But I was like, no, I just want to go to sleep. But yeah, I had the epidural and it didn't even work. It literally didn't work. So they do like a spray test on your legs to make sure, like, because I was, yeah, so they put it in basically, and I was still contracting, I could still feel them, I was still like rolling, like on the gas and air, and they're like, can you still feel it? And I was like, yeah, they're really bad. And they did this spray test on my legs, so it's like this ice cold spray to see if you can feel it, and I could still feel it on one of my legs, not the other, so it only worked on half my body. So like, you have this own, like, I can't, do you know what, I'm talking about my labour, but I don't properly remember it as it is. They give you like this like thing that you press to like get more fluid, to like work more, and again then literally half an hour later it worked on the other leg and not that one. So it just didn't work for me, if I'm honest. I regret getting it, but also I don't at the same time, because I think it took the edge off a little bit. Like it was working somewhat but not properly. And then I started pushing to get her out at 11 a.m. and I was only 8 centimeters, but I had the urge to push. So I was like, I just need to get her out. Like, on a contraction, I was like squeezing. I was like, she needs to come out. So I started pushing. Our midwife was like, just go with your body, just go with your body. Like, you're only 8 centimeters, but hopefully, like, as I was pushing, it was like kind of pushing my things away. Don't really know, but I started pushing, and I didn't actually, like I said, give birth for like 3 hours. But then, yeah, it got to the point where I was actually ready to go. And I'm going to insert the video, obviously it's going to be blurred, of me. This video is 15 minutes long from start to when she comes out. I'm not going to insert the whole thing, but for 15 minutes this video, you can see her head like come out, like literally, I don't know how to do it, it's like that much. It was like that much. Then by the end, her head was like huge coming out. But yeah, so that was it. I'm going to put the video in.
Hey, you a bit shocked? Hello, darling. Let's just look at that. I know. Cover her up. Let's get that horrible wet one off her. You got her? And I'm going to put it in there.
And then she came out finally, and do you know what? She literally pooed on me the minute. Like, you can see her, she put it on my chest. The poo literally comes out, which shows that she was so ready to come out. Because if I was pregnant still and she'd been inside me, that's literally like so dangerous. So she came out at the best time, and yeah, now it's 5 months later, and she's already in a big crib. She's actually in her own crib next to me. The next to me basket's gone, and it's just gone so quick. But yeah, thank you for watching my first video, and I'm gonna do some more like vlogs with my baby, and yeah, just day in the life of teen mum, and yeah, any other bits that I can think of. So thank you for watching.